I once again request all the participants to please keep your videos on. Manisha ma'am. Hello, Bharve sir. Manisha ma'am, shall we start? Manisha ma'am, you are not audible.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Please. Actually, today morning only, sir has covered entire part of session 1 and session 2 also about enhancing research impact and network also. So we request now our delegates to ask their questions and to keep their videos on, as we are expecting your video should be on and your audio should be off. If you have any question, you can unmute yourself and you can ask a question.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Now, formally, I would like to start the afternoon session. Actually, before I start, Honorable Dr. Srinivasan Iyengar sir, in spite of his some busy schedule and meeting with the Vice Chancellor of Mumbai, still he has taken out time and he is with us today. So I request all the participants to please keep your videos on as well as ask the questions to our Honorable sir. So let me start the afternoon session formally. A very good afternoon to one and all. Honorable Director of JBIMS Mumbai, Dr. Srinivasan Iyengar sir. Honorable Director of DKT Society's Textile Engineering Institute, ICHALKARANJI, Dr. Mrs. L.S. Advute, Madam. Respected HOD of Department of Management Studies, Professor P.S. Zadhu, sir. Respected faculty of Department of Management Studies, and very importantly, dear participants, I welcome you all for the afternoon session of first day of 7 days FDP on research advancement and scholarly excellence. Without waiting for more time, may I request Honorable Dr. Srinivasan Iyengar sir to please share his valuable knowledge on enhancing research impact and networking. As Madam has already cleared, sir has shared his valuable views in the morning session. So over to you, sir, please.
Yeah, thank you, Madam. So once again, pleasure of meeting you all. And now exactly now 54 people are there out of 100. That's what I said, out of 54, now how many people are active, you'll have to check it out. It's only for certificate. But still, because of the, always Gandhiji also says, right, one gentleman cannot be penalized because of 100. But I'm very happy at least out of 50, 10, 15 people are very active. Morning also was, almost everybody was there, except few new faces. But happy to interact once again. And post-lunch session, more interactive if you make whatever question if you have, happy to address the questions. As far as if you talk about again, I would like to insist the point what I said in the morning, especially in the academia. When you don't have a source, we can outsource, nothing wrong about it. If you have a good research skill, if you have a good potential, you can always collaborate with the good faculties, either from Premium Institute, as I told you, benchmark, right? You are always bound to associate with better faculty who are well known in the industry. Especially in the academia, you should try to collaborate with IIM professors or even IIT or even international professors. That's why you can able to bridge the gap. Probably you might have a good resource. Somebody morning was wonderful question was asked by one of the faculty. I think Magesh and all. They said very clearly, sir, we are at the rural part, but you have a wonderful resource for data. So you can collaborate with the best faculty, you will come up with a good. Probably the best faculty will have a research skill based on the publication skill. Probably they may not have a time to develop the basic initial paper. If that is what your strength, that's what we have to trade off, right? That's the word we use, trade off, or we can able to collaborate. That's where we can integrate. But knowledge is knowledge everywhere, irrespective of tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Knowledge is knowledge everywhere. So how can you able to integrate that? That's going to be the one of the integral part of doing research part. First, identify the skill, believe in yourself, see where there is a gap, identify the best faculty, also identify the good journal, and try to publish it. It's a simple process. If you follow that. Any questions, happy to interact. It's a good session. In fact, when I did a case study workshop, I follow this. Every day morning, 1.5 hour session, evening 1 hour session, informal session. That is the outcome of the MDP, FDP, we published 2 case study books. So any questions are appreciated.
The participants, may I request you all
If no
once
question,
again.
the session will do backfire. Management has to take a call whether it's a way of doing it. Yeah. Not necessary question. If you could able to add value in addition to that also, well and good. Not necessary every time you will ask a question. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Probably you can share your own experience. Rajendra, you have to unmute. Yeah. Ma'am, I request management has to be very clear. If they are not enabling video, don't issue the certificate, don't take the attendance.
Yes, sir. We'll definitely take care of this, sir.
Otherwise,
Sure
you are
enough.
just distributing the certificate, people will come on the online.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sure
sir.
enough. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Any questions, please?
Sir, I have a question to you.
Yeah.
Like, I am more interested to design the product and make it usable to the end user. So, how do I make it a more revenue out of the product which I am designing? What's your thoughts on
What are the type of products, sir?
the product? Is like it's a social. I would like to say which can be helpful for the more people, like society. I can't disclose the name of the product since it's a confidential for me. It is helping for the large audience across the globe. So how do I want to scale up there? And what's your thought on that?
So this question doesn't come under this portfolio. Actually, the question is very valid. I'm not denying the question. If you're coming with any product like that, as a B school faculty, you know how to scale it up, how to get venture capital, or how do you want to form the company, how do you want to do that. But if you want to take a product wise, if you want to take patent, trademark and all, you can do it under your name. Because any product in India, copyright means copy to write. How do you want to make your product uniqueness is up to you. And depends upon the nature of the product. How do you want to scalability? Very important of the nature of the product. But even academician, in fact, I'm very happy as an academician, you have some entrepreneurship skill. I still remember almost 7 years before when Business Today, Education Times, when it was launched, I was a keynote speaker. And I remember that, many international brands, even the Nike, the sports product, the shoes, which is developed by Andrew Braverman, is an academician. Even that Hindu newspaper, which was started was Kasturi, is also academician. So if academician become entrepreneur, that will happy to hear that. So nothing wrong.
I was in the industry from past 23 years. I was recently in the academia. I just want to scale up that how we can inculcate in another way.
Sir, you don't want product, and I can't able to disclose under this moment how to discuss those questions because that topic is not out of the topic of today's session, but that is may not fit into this. Maybe you can interact later, or maybe which college are you from?
So I'm from DKT now.
Okay. If you have a DKT means that 100% you must be coming with a chemical-free product or something like that only in apparel. That's what the low-hanging fruit is all about. So you may take over your experience and try to do that.
Okay, thank you.
And we'll discuss it later off the record. What is your product? How do you want to scale it up? What are the fundings possibility? How do you want to scale? How do you want to make it the product patent driven, something like? Or whenever you ask any question, you can introduce about your name and name of the institute. So that this is actually that 1 hour, half an hour session purely for networking. purely for, interacting informal way. It's not a formal session. So while during lecture, you can have a tea, coffee also, you can have a chit chat also. Everything is allowed. Because this is an informal session for question answer. Yeah, any questions? See, if you don't get question, I'll have to choose somebody, that's the only option I have. Otherwise, how can I engage for 30 minutes?
I once again request all the participants to please on your videos, and I hope if not, then it will affect the attendance, sure enough. So please take care of this. Please feel free to ask the queries or share your views.
Sir,
Yeah.
till the time I have a question. In morning session, you elaborated research paper and abstract writing, conclusion writing, all the contents, necessary contents. Can we have such type of elaboration or light on case study writing?
Okay. Yeah. Case study also will have a, sir, every institute has a own format, ma'am. My request is, in fact, if you want something on case study, somebody guest is coming with me right now. He is there with me right now. He represents Harvard Business School in India for that, young education. Dr. Samir Karkani. In fact, we have done many workshops officially free of cost. Please understand that. Case study, access to the faculty is free of cost. Please understand, including Harvard Business School. And they are offering everywhere case study workshop, and faculty can leverage out of it. What I will do, Samir sir, you can say from there, you can say hi to them. We'll be more happy. Almost 81 participants are there. The conference organized by DKT Institute. Dr. Samir Karkani manages Harvard Business School in India as far
Yes.
as case
Please,
studies.
sir. Please, it's our pleasure, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Because by the time they will be more happy to hear from you.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Publishing interesting session which you all are having on cases and research. At any level, if you think we can be of any help to you, more than happy to do that. For your knowledge, just I would like to tell you, for all academicians in India, all faculty members in India, we have something known as an educator account. So you can use the case studies, simulations, online courses, faculty, how to teach, all this content is free of charge for you all. So I request you to open a faculty educator lounge account. You can use the content. There are a lot of training programs which are in person, online, pre-recorded, which you can use for your research and case writing and case teaching purposes. Not only cases. In cases, we have case studies, podcast cases, multimedia cases now, and brief cases. Also HBR articles. All of this is given free for academicians across India. So if somebody from your organizing team can reach out to us, I would be more than happy to provide you all the access for lifetime for all of this. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
For your program. So anything they need, I have there. And also, if you want to do any case teaching workshops, Yanko Education is doing that with Harvard Business School. We did one recently in Kolhapur. But anything needs to be organized, please reach out to us. So more than happy to support in this teaching learning initiatives. Yeah.
Yes, sir. We'd like to do so, sir.
And also, if you can share the email IDs and names and colleges of faculties, we would be more than happy to provide that free educator accounts. And it's a very, very good resource for you to really get into the world of cases and simulations both.
We will, sir. We will share.
Yeah, sir can share my email ID, or you can take it down, very simple. SAMIR Samir @yangpoo.com. Send me your name, email IDs. I will open the account from Harvard Business School and give it to you.
Sure, sir. We'll do so. We'll share the list with Srinivasan sir also.
Yes, you will send
Now,
it.
what I will do, I will share the message. Fortunately, he's here. He actually came to meet. We had a meeting with Vice Chancellor. Then I requested him to come to the campus. Yes,
We
sir.
are so fortunate, sir.
Correct?
@YANG
YANG
POO.com. And they can give a number also, sir. 98.
Yeah.
Whatever they need, more than happy.
So I shared his email ID and that's S is small letter, not capital. So he does Harvard Business School case. In fact, my case studies are listed with Harvard. And I do training. And in fact, last month we are there at Kolhapur University. We had a FDP program. That's what I believe we met, madam. And we organized almost 100 plus faculty attended from Kolhapur region. And probably you can take his help. He will help you how to write a case, maybe in your institute, workshop format, how to use simulations. Absolutely, they are doing as a free of cost.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for that.
If you are lifetime material, the one good thing about that, when you are writing a case, madam, the question what you asked,
Yes.
we do for 5 days workshop. Introduction to case, how to write a case, how to write a teaching notes, how to handle the case studies, how do you get published. These 5 topics we have to do 6 hours, 30 hours workshop. Harvard charges almost per day for 1 day program like a bomb. Maybe 1.5 lakh rupees we do that program regularly. So you asked a very tough question to answer in few minutes, might be challenging.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other question? Mail ID already shared it up. Samir@yahoo.com.
Yes, sir.
I shared his mobile also.
I'll share it in WhatsApp group also. Participants.
Director or dean, you can reach him.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions, please? Sir, thank you.
Thank you.
I should thank you for the
Thank you.
unexpected request invitation to you also. Yeah.
Yes,
Any-
participants, any other question?
Please feel free to ask the questions to sir.
Or you can type it also.
Dear participants, you can write in the chat box if you have any questions to ask.
So that shows the participants are very confident, no question, no doubts. Probably they will get into direct publication part.
Dear participants, I request you, please take the full advantage of this first day of FDP. You can write your questions in the chat box too.
Okay, in that case, can I ask you some questions where you can able to answer it? When you are doing a research, I know you are all researchers, many people have done PhDs, you are all either part of teaching. Tell me the difference, what do you use the difference between bibliography versus reference? What is bibliography? What is reference? Anyone? Anyone would like to answer the question? Or when you will use references, when you will use bibliography?
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, madam.
This is Professor Sunita Pawar. Sir, bibliography contains whatever the references we are used, like research papers, then websites, journals, and appendixes, whatever the charts and tables are there in the research paper, we include in that. If
Okay.
I'm not.
Very
Okay,
good. Thank you, ma'am. Any other difference?
Bibliography contains a list of other references also, like suppose I have referred anybody's any other research video or any website or any framework through observation also that might have been cited or not in reference, but it is enlisted as a bibliography.
Very good. Very good. What else?
Sir, bibliography, it is comprehensive, sir. It gives all the details which are used for the specific research.
If it is comprehensive, why should more bibliography? No, why not references? I mean, why we are using references more than
References are specific, sir, citations which are used.
Very good, very good. What else? Very good. Very good. So we should have some promotion tickets, no? Overdo give right answer. We should add on, keep on credit, and we'll give participation certificate with 3-star rating, 5-star rating. That's what creativity
Yes.
part academy.
Yes, sir.
Few people interact and get a certificate. Nobody attends it and still get certificate. There is a difference, right? Nowadays
Yes, sir.
we have to be performance based. That's what NEP also talks. Morning we are talking about NEP. This is one of the criteria now. Everybody is faculty, but how do you differentiate faculty X versus Y versus Z? Based on the publication, based on the performance. Today institutes are going to give best performing faculty award. Top 10% feedback rated faculties. These are all going to be the future in academia because either performance, survival of fittest. That is not only applicable to industry, it is also going to applicable to academy. Probably we should try to do in online lecture, whoever interactive will give 5-star certificate with 5-star. Nobody interacts, invisible people will have to give 0. Then they'll get a participation certificate. We'll have to create some standards. That idea comes to me just now. Probably when I do next time at JB, I will do the same. Instead of giving suggestion, I thought I will implement at my institute, then I will do that. Any other? Hello?
Any questions from participant side, please?
Sometimes we get the silent speed, no? We couldn't understand whether internet is on or not.
It is, sir. Participants, please, can we have more questions? Hope, sir, participants do not have any more questions. I still request all the participants to please on your videos. That will be considered for attendance purpose too.
Faculty is speaking. I said, okay. Said 5 minutes, I'll be getting the more.
You can ask your questions through chat box also. Sir, I hope there are no more questions from participant side.
Right, madam. So in that case, what I suggest, when you are writing a research paper,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
give some few tips. Right? Hello.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'll just give sum up for today's session.
Okay. Okay, sir.
People can carry forward. The general for today's session. In fact, what we use structure of the paper should be ideally IMRAD. What is IMRAD? Introduction, method, results, and discussion.
Discussion. Yes.
Right? That is called internationally widely accepted, whether scientific paper or management paper or commerce. Don't worry about the vertical. So what normally the title of the paper should be IMRAD. What is I means introduction.
Introduction.
Third, that is research methodology. What is the results? What is the discussion? 90% Indian papers never get interacted in the global platform because they don't do discussion. Just they write a finalize the conclusion, they just do the findings. The findings need to be interpreted properly. Then the paper should have a abstract, text, references, and appendices. These are all supporting documents for your effective research paper. When you say introduction, method, research, there are always exemptions for them. It could be case study, case series, literature review, viewpoint, reviews that you can able to exemptions for that. That never comes to the research paper, right? In introduction, what we do, we try to write what we know, right? And we also try to write what we don't know. That is a gap analysis. What is the aim and objective of the work? These three will be there in the 3 paragraphs. Again, I'll repeat what you should write in introduction. Introduction, we try to write what we know. Also, we try to write what we don't know. What we don't know is gap analysis. The existing research, what my current research, where is that? And what is the objective? Ideally, we should write all these things in 3 paragraphs. Right? Paragraph 1, what we know. Paragraph 2, what we don't know. Third, where is the gap? Then we talk about methods. What is method? Research methodology. What is the type of study? Explorative, descriptive, causal, and where the study is going to happen, when is happening. What is the population size? That is sample size. What are the inclusion and exclusion? What is your sample? What is your method of data collection? What type of data are you going to use? What are the measurement are you going to use? Maybe we can say what type of personal interview method, questionnaire. It could be method multiple times. How are you going to collect the data? But nowadays, we use more scientific method. We use technology support, questionnaire, survey monkey. There are multiple tools available to collect the data, including Google format. And how are you going to enter the data? What are the statistical tools are you going to use? And doesn't require if you use SEM means your paper is good. That's the unnecessarily wrong belief is happening. Everybody using structural linkation model, which is not required. If required, we may use it. Right? We should know what statistical use we are using at what level. Yes. Once if the result comes, you try to use whatever statistical tools we are going to use. Maybe descriptive statistics, univariate, bivariate, multivariate. There are multiple statistical tools we use to identify your findings. Right? In the discussion part, yes, we have to make significant components. What is your strength of the points? What is your limitation of the study? What is the implication of your project? Whether when you say limitation, when you say implication, managerial as well as social. And today people are looking at more social implication than managerial also. What is the conclusion of your paper? So ideally, your thesis, when you are writing a research paper, ideally 8 to 12 pages, which is appreciated. Again, there is no standard template. You have to go to respective journal, what their expectation. But yes, paragraph 1, talk about what is the study. Paragraph 2, strength and weakness and methods. Maybe paragraph 3, we can talk about discussion. And mainly, when I say paragraph means don't take it paragraph. I'm saying your research paper breakup units. I can call it chapterization. Finally, you can try to write research paper. If God blessing is good, every paper you can publish. We do, there are do's and don'ts in every stage. What are the merits you do? When you do the research paper, the thumb rule is use simple, lucid language and the simple statistics. Don't make high and complicated, doesn't get allowed to them into the publication part. Right? Doesn't mean that if you use high funda English, your paper gets selected. Not necessary. The people could able to understand and able to understand what you are going to talk. That is a thumb rule. Because end of the human being is going to write, right? If ChatGPT writes, story could have been different. So that you consider whenever you do the research paper and how to write a good abstract, how to submit the paper, what is important to the abstract. There are multiple topics need to be discussed.
Yes, sir. So there is one question into chat box.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Yeah.
How do we create a good research hypothesis?
What is the question? 1 second.
How do we create a good research hypothesis? How can we create a good research hypothesis?
Give the video someone. Okay. How do you create a good hypothesis? Hypothesis is must, no doubt about it. If your objective is clear, not necessarily if you go to all the world-class paper have a hypothesis also. They will have clear objectives, they try to prove it. That's it. But Indian PhD also has mandatory unwritten rules. 5 hypotheses, 2 ANOVA, 2 MANOVA, 1 regression, 1 factor analysis, and 1 structural equation model. That is the structure of PhD thesis. These are unwritten rules, but not necessary. How do you write a good hypothesis? You will have to attend the class. What is the hypothesis? What is type 1 and type 1, type 2 error mistakes? And you have to create the hypothesis. You can't have multiple hypotheses in one hypothesis. I mean, multiple objectives in one hypothesis. Hypothesis would be very simple in nature. And it could be able to achieve it in your, it should align with your objectives. That objective is based on your gap analysis. There is a sequence. So how to write hypothesis? That's what the basic few tips I have given, 3-4 sentences. Any other questions? I really wonder how the half an hour will go. But fortunately, after 3 more minutes, we are completing it. If the
So
data
there
is
is- yes.
generated using ChatGPT, okay. If the data
The
is
plagiarism.
using ChatGPT, what about the plagiarism? If you use ChatGPT, you will get 100% because nowadays even faculty also browses the ChatGPT. Right? The language almost similarly it comes, so the plagiarism will be 100%. And ChatGPT doesn't create the content. Sorry, you are academician. We create a original content. It compiles from the original content and preferences. Somebody has to create original, right? That ChatGPT doesn't. Today, tomorrow, if we talk about how to write a good research paper, go to ChatGPT or how to get good.
तर ती link group मध्ये टाका आता YouTube.
You will get ready-made answer. But somebody has to create an original answer, no? Then only ChatGPT extracts. ChatGPT never create original content. No? We have to create original content. Academician has to create. Researcher has to do. Scientist has to do. From that answer only ChatGPT extracts. ChatGPT only extracts. It never creates original content. It also do copy paste and give original format. That's it. If other original content has been used by others, they will give appreciation. No? That's why your I index, they will give credential, they will give your credibility. This paper is of yours. If they don't give us nothing, how much we created original out of 100 people, check it out. We have to take the risk, nothing wrong. It happens. It happens. I have written 10 books. Out of 3 books, my PPT goes to all the faculty. Whenever I go to the institute, the same PPT, what I created along with the textbook goes through officially published to everyone. But when faculty goes to the classroom, they change the name and color and they use it. What's wrong? Nothing wrong. Original survives, right? I mean,
Yes,
we are in academia. We should not worry about the knowledge sharing. We should never worry about that. Let everybody copy. That's okay. No? We don't want appreciation from them. It is something like Sachin Tendulkar getting appreciation from Broadman makes sense. If the gully player appreciate doesn't add value, but if Sachin played in gully player, they are more happy. They are using his tactics. It's okay, no? You try to be in the top. Don't worry about your content is copied. If somebody copies, you should be more happy.
yes, sir. Sir has very nicely answered this question actually.
Yeah.
Any other questions? You have very nicely answered this question, sir.
It's okay. ये तो कॉपी करते रहते क्या करेंगे? कॉपी करने दो. मैं आज लेक्चर लिया 100% मेरा ओरिजिनल कंटेंट नहीं है. I also copied from someone. It's okay. We are spreading the information, we are spreading the knowledge. Somebody created original content, we should appreciate. Today I created 30-40% original content. If somebody likes it, they calls you, right? They'll keep in touch with you. We always try to add value. If somebody feels you are adding value, you will be always get reciprocated. Why should worry about that? Any questions?
Any other questions, participants? Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Magesh ji.
Sir, namaste. Sir, in the morning we have discussed a lot on regarding the scopus and this thing. Now there are sir, 2 terms used when publishing UGC care list and UGC approved journals. Whether there is any difference in that, or if we want to publish the paper in the scopus and another is the Web of Science, which one is sir better?
Sir, my request, whichever university you belong,
Yes.
I request you talk to your dean, ask them to give top 20 journals and whichever they are suggesting, publish it. Because whatever your dean says may not be applicable to Chennai University.
Yes, sir.
Because
Hey,
there are
with,
fake journals,
yes.
hundreds of
Hi. Yes, sir. Many fake journals are there.
they charge money, their clone journals also there.
Yes,
So,
clone journal.
Every institute define their own, maybe your research department, you define your own criteria. And forget about the university part, you try to measure this is the best journal if you feel, if it is widely accepted, if it has high index factor, if it is there in the scope, you do it. Otherwise, you close your eyes and publish in ABTC. Entire world appreciates. Whether it is
Yeah.
accepted or not by the university, I don't know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, any other?
Any other questions from participant side, please?
So fine, ma'am. I think everybody is clarified. I think we are said half an hour time is over. If there is no question,
Yes, sir.
I'm happy that, people must be comfortable.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for the wonderful session in the morning and now also. Now, may I request Dr. Manisha Pawar, madam, to please propose vote of thanks for the first day of FDP. Manisha, ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
over to you. Thank you.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. As we wrap up with both inaugural session and afternoon session of our faculty development program focused on research, advancement, and scholarly writings, afternoon session about enhancing research network and collaboration, I want to express my profound gratitude to all of you gathered here today. It has been inspiring and enlightening start to what promises to be an incredible learning journey, sir. First and foremost, I would like to express our heartfelt thanks to Dr. Srinivasan Iyengar, Director and Professor, JBIMS Mumbai, for gracing us with your presence and delivering such an insightful inaugural address, sir. Your words have set tone for this FDP, inspiring all of us to strive for excellence in our research endeavors. Your key elaborations and helpful insights on how to be excellent, how to lead in our respective professions, in our respective domains, were truly enlightening. The idea of setting benchmarks was really interesting. Trusting ourselves and doing good resonated deeply with us. Your concrete example of how one can break boundaries and not limit themselves in the pursuit of academic knowledge were particularly motivating. We appreciate your call to be adaptive and open to change as this crucial for success and every ever evolving world of academia. I would also like to extend our sincere appreciation to you, sir, as a session facilitator for your engaging and informative session. Two, your expertise and passion for scholarly writing, case study writing, elaborating different concepts on session 2 certainly left a lasting impact on our participants and us. We understand the demands of your profession and the numerous responsibilities you carry, and yet you graciously shared your expertise and insights with us. We cannot overlook the hard work and dedication of our organizing committee and volunteers who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure the smooth execution of today's events. Your efforts have not been gone unnoticed. We are grateful to your commitment to making this FTP a success. A special thanks goes to respected Samir sir for his valuable input for case study faculty launch account portal that is related to free educators account. Samir sir has also given his email ID. We'll share it with participants who have joined from Srinivasan sir's screen. Thank you, Samir sir. Sir, please convey to him. And more than participants' active participation, thoughtful questions, Iyengar sir's enthusiasm and active engagement are the driving forces behind the success of this program. We look forward to your continued engagement throughout the FDP and further such type of academic events, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Manisha ma'am. I'm very happy you could able to note it down all the points. Probably if you could able to develop it and try to publish in your name in the article in newspaper, I'll be more happy. That's
No, sir. We are noting and we will implement also these things.
I'll be more happy. So that
Yes, sure. Sir.
we will discuss, because I don't have any PPT or anything, just I discuss, you must be knowing it. I just interacted with what I know, the limited knowledge.
But the active and interactive participation was more engaging us, sir, and it was very interactive. It was very nice.
happy and pleasure of meeting you all. I shared my LinkedIn profile, and whatever queries, doubt, or end of the day, we are all academician. I'm sure those who are attending today's session might have more experience than me by knowledge, as well as that experience, whichever city you are from. But I strongly believe it's a learning process. Happy to learn, collaborate. That's why we should do that, right? That's why the research happens. You have certain strength. People might have certain strength. Always it's good to do trade-off. When I say trade-off means I can also put another way, there should be synergy. Right?
Right.
The best, and stay in touch with Samir sir. He is very kind enough to agree that he will do some workshop if you want in your institute also, provided if you budget allows. From Harvard.
Certainly, sir. In future, we will do so.
So any questions? Otherwise, we can call it as a day. If you have any questions, otherwise, any doubts or clarification also will. And this is absolutely unexpected. He came to meet our Vice Chancellor for our workshop next week in Mumbai. Some
We
deans.
can understand, sir. That's why I said it's your profession's demand to carry so many responsibilities.
Savan sir, any question please from your side?
Savan, sir, you are not audible, sir.
It's okay. Neetu ma'am, do you have any?
He is not audible. Sir,
you are-
unmute yourself. He is
Please.
director of Bharati Vidyapit's AB IMS Solapur, Bharati Vidyapit Solapur Management Institute. Savan sir, आपली screen stop झाली का?
He might have some problem.
I think there's problem on his side.
Praveen, good to see you.
Yeah.
sir.
Any questions from your side?
No, sir, no question from my side.
Fantastic. Then we'll call it as a day. I think all are, I could see smile on your face, even well, you know. Session जल्दी खत्म करो तो most mails रहेंगे मैम. चलो, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, participants. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, one
Team
and all.
DKTTI.
Yes, ma'am, just, tomorrow is
Yes.
the second day of FDP, and we all request you to join us in time. That is 11 a.m. in the morning, we'll start. And the request to all of you is again to please keep your videos on. That is what the request I make you. Thank you once again to one and all. Thank you to Honorable Sir especially. Thank you one and all. Yes, Manisha ma'am, you can.
Yes. Formally, I declare the session is over. Team DKTTI signing off. Thank you.